hello and welcome. I am using a different model today. As I have said this a few times throughout this week, I will be changing models again throughout the week, and whichever you guys vote for will be the... Because I am very indecisive, and I do have some that I like. You guys will be voting on that, so whichever wins, the one that I used normally, the one that's in the profile picture. That one, either that one, the one I've been using recently for like a week or two now, this one, and then I got another one tomorrow. You guys will be voting on which one you want to see for until I get my permanent model. You guys will be voting. And like I said, I am very indecisive, so that is why I'm using this. I wanted to... and it's a Zenless stream. It kind of fits. I'm going to be honest. It kind of fits. It kind of fits. Also, I don't really care about models the models I use for temporary. It's just I'm very indecisive. Shut up! Shut up! I don't even know what the term means, I'm gonna be honest. And, I don't want to know until probably off-stream, maybe. But anyway, you guys at the end of, tomorrow's stream... I should probably put the vote up for Saturday. Oh. Alright, this is it. This is it, guys. The end of the season.
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in. I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself.
I'm kind of second-guessing this model, though, to be honest.
You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose.
But honestly, if I'm gonna do a stream for this game, I'd rather just have it be the stream. Any other stream, it kind of... I don't know if it would really fit. So...
What? Sleepy face? What pose? That was a lot of words in one breath. Are you sure you got enough sleep, Vivian?
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit late, but... Good morning, Lord Phaethon.
Yeah, temporary models are... It's just... I'm very indecisive with which one I want to stick with. So...
You're here super early today.
For...
Is there something urgent?
The... Tuesday stream, that's the one I kind of want to stick with, but I'm just not sure. There's today, which is this one. Tomorrow will be a different one. And then Friday will be the, probably back to the original that I used for, like, the longest.
Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light.
In a better light, interesting.
Some relate to his struggles. And Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman.
Who's Hartman?
With many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain.
I forgot who Hartman is.
Industry summit
I am very excited to get Vivian. I'm guaranteed, by the way. So if you're wondering if I'm guaranteed, I am guaranteed.
If I'm not mistaken.
And I'm gonna do everything I can to get her. I got Deadly Assault to do, which this one's probably gonna be the worst. The last one I performed the best with 8 stars out of 9.
Sounds like Hartman's in a pretty bad spot right now. But we know he's not the type to go down easily.
And that's what worries me. Hartman, in all likelihood, must have taken the sacrifice core. And now that he has this bargaining chip, who knows what kind of deal he'll strike with the Exaltists.
Sorry for interrupting, Vivian, but I need a quick word with Belle.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss.
Important faith in matters.
I'll just be waiting outside.
Okay.
We can't make our guest wait outside. Belle and I will step out instead.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Belle, Lycon's outside the video store. He knows Vivian is with us, so he's hesitant about coming in. He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but he really needs to talk to us. Maybe
Of course,
we should
Lycon.
first.
Also, I have noticed there are 3 people with new voices, and I am not a fan of one of them.
Sure Vivian is at fault.
But I'm gonna let the battlefield do the talking on that. I'm gonna let the battlefield decide on my opinion on Kaleda specifically. I'm just not a fan of that. So, if you don't know,
You want to test my hammer?
that's what she sounds like now.
Let's start the experiment.
I don't know if that's even really hearable.
Headmaid Rena, at your service. Oh, hey, don't look down on me.
I just don't know how to feel about the new Kaleda voice.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
I was hesitant about Lycon at first, but I kind of like Lycon's new.
You wanted to talk to us.
As much as the
About
old.
something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss.
Oh right, Lycon.
Betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain
I forgot that Lycon
danger. I don't know
killed
Mockingbird well.
Hugo.
I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made, or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed. She might be tougher than you think. If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly? If you'd like to apologize, it should be face to face, right?
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
No problem. But I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their
And when I get to the goal, I'm gonna have some stuff in the works for the Discord and the
Thank you.
and on here. But we gotta make the goal first. We gotta make it first.
Miss Vivian.
And I'm gonna be
sorry about
in contact with some people to get some stuff done.
I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just game.
And because I do a bunch of Hawkeye Impact 3rd, I might
Have his fixations and ambitions.
do something with one of the emotes from on there if I get the permission to do so.
Of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences. That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of truth.
This orange text.
This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
Or is it yellow?
All right. the Exaltists and the Sacrifices. The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, in hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity in kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful.
But yeah, this one's only for today.
Of course.
And I'm really gonna put it up to a vote.
He will make sure when
And
you
whichever gets the best, the highest votes will, be the main
I
one.
know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
I am literally losing frames on this. I don't want to reduce the
I want to
game
discuss
quality.
this with Liz and Vivian. With so many people involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up
I'm on medium. I don't want to go to low. But I don't want to have frames dropping during gameplay, which it doesn't look good. Let me see settings. Would it be that bad? I'm still having the same frame drop, so it didn't even matter. Never mind. I guess we're sticking with the medium then. And as a aspiration to be the #1 arena main. I heard change in voice is kind of something I'm gonna have to get used to very quickly. Seems you and Miss Vivian have made your decision. I don't feel like it'd be great to read every single bit. I'll leave it up for a few seconds, and
I'll connect the call to the
because honestly, I feel like everybody would rather just get to the combat part of the stream.
Willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad.
I can't believe Ice is not one of the go-tos for Vivian.
An Exaltist
And as a Miyabi main as well,
in an accident a few years before he died, he was researching
it hurts seeing that being so low in percent.
living people into sacrifices. The problem was, the serum wasn't
But on the bright side, I can start using Rita in Electric Team if I get this to go fully. If I get Vivian.
died. There haven't been major Exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the Exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
Since this person has already passed away, and the Exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
And as always, I am always keeping an eye on chat.
Confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone.
And also, you guys have been showing a lot of support for the Ultimate Firefight VOD that I did on Saturday.
Tops?
Honestly, I think it's one of my best performing VODs on the channel.
Instead, they
Here, let me take a quick look.
everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in Tops and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family.
I think it's one of my best.
This is correct.
Yeah, it's one of my best.
Gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon.
So honestly, thank you for the support on that VOD. And we're gonna do another run on Saturday.
For Tops. There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their
Also,
secrets
I gotta
to
bring
Hartman
news to this.
Hartman.
I ended up breaking Ultimate Firefight. I wanted to try and get all the hero characters, and I ended up breaking it by phantoms not spawning properly and despawning properly. I ended up making the pilots leave the phantoms,
And when that happens,
and they just sat on the
trust is
ground.
shifted towards Tops. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
I'm not some hero of justice. That sounds very familiar.
While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before,
Unfairly would sound right.
for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms.
I can't believe Bernice would be the best character. I want Bernice now.
As you discovered,
And she just reran, so I can't even pull her.
where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own.
So I kind of have to wait till
I'd like to
probably maybe another year.
locations. I'll make sure
I wonder how they're gonna do the anniversary in July.
use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Oh, I know who is gonna be called on.
Void Hunter rank special investigator is going to be assisting
I
us?
know who.
And she's involved in our teacher's research?
I know who.
That's right. She's heading to Janna's quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined. She prefers to assess things on her own and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Okay.
We don't want New Eridu falling into chaos either. We'll do what we can.
I feel like the place is already in chaos because of the whole
We might not
thing with the one guy. I
definitely.
forgot his name too.
I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
I forget character names because most of them aren't really relevant to the story. And I play a bunch of other games too, so that doesn't help either. Oh. Okay.
I would never turn down Lord Phaethon.
So we need Miyabi.
Path I follow.
Oh, this is a two-person battle! But Miyabi needs stun, or not stun, support. This is so painful! What do I do? This is so painful. Who do I prioritize? You know what? This is the rare circumstance where I'm actually gonna finally start using her.
Do it.
That way I can run it. I've never ran Nicole before, and she's not fully built either. I guess I can level this up really quick. That is the worst piece I've ever leveled up in my life. I regret leveling it. But because this is just a temporary run, I don't really care what goes in. This is just a temporary placeholder. That's good enough. The stats aren't great, but it's not bad.
You're not gonna mess up my new clothes, are you?
Okay, I've never heard that voice line before, but I don't use Nicole, so that would make sense. I don't know any of the voice lines. But I'm very glad that I finished Operation Purge Point yesterday. That was my most enraging, like, internally enraging showcase I've done. So please give that some support. And if you want me to see to run through that legendary, Get me. You know the goals. You'll have to meet 2 goals to get it. And even if it's long forgotten, those goals will still hold up. No, I probably should. Now I can't really take it back because it was the most painful campaign I've ever played through. But I'm gonna uh well, I'm just waiting for the load. And honestly, I am sorry about the load times. This thing runs so poorly. It would help if I still had Opera GX open. Hold on 1 second. Hey, gameplay time! After you activate EX special attack, Vivi will automatically enter the fluttering frog state. During the state, tap basic attack to unleash basic attack fluttering frog suspension. Okay. Also, for those that are wondering, I have yet to trigger the ether corruption status 200 times. The only one I have yet to do that with, and hopefully we'll get that done today. I just feel like the build I was going with Vivian feels kind of redundant. I think I like Zenless' story better because it's actually like appropriately segmented for each and every single one, as opposed to some of the other titles like Star Rail where it's just inappropriately long. Yeah, it... Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I'd rather listen to the story and just give my thoughts at the end, but some of these segments are just questions. Oh, you need help? What do you need help with? Oh, I forgot these are laying around. I need to keep an eye out. $80 for Jane? I don't know if you should go that far. Just got genuine by accident. We have a genuine lover in here, so you might want to be a bit careful. Well, maybe not like that, but I mean, I like genuine. I'd probably pull for her over Jane. Like, in all honesty, I don't usually. Just in terms of like combat capability is what I usually look at. Oh. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I kind of just want to grab Vivian, and I'm not in guaranteed at 42 left before guarantee. I do have to bring this up. I feel like a lot of the problem lies with the pity system. For me, I have not had early pity more than twice. Uh, I mean, if you want to do that, like, no one can stop you. Wouldn't be recommended, though. I mean, you have plenty of time to get as much as you can. I mean, I got all the characters. Like, you don't necessarily. If you don't need the engine, you don't need the engine. And do what you. It would be a better chance, but it'd be more of like, can you do afford it? Well, for how poorly built my Nicole is, she's doing good damage. Oh! That's why she can float. That's why she can float. Well, maybe you might get lucky. Honestly, the pity system is just so low. Like, if you believe in luck, it should be, with 40, it should be at least, like, 30, 40. It's like between 30 and 40 polls. Yeah, I went for Soldier Ambi and I lost that to Soldier 11. And the problem is, I benched Soldier 11 because I got Evelyn. So it just feels so redundant getting a character that literally just got benched for a better... I guess if you're looking more for flat offense, for, like, big damage to finish something faster, I'd say that would be a good one. Just in my opinion, survivability also counts. So it kind of felt redundant, and electric is my worst element. Or not my worst element. My worst, damage type. I am literally thinking of Genji. Or no, Impact third, I would say. Oh, don't do that. But honestly, my luck's been horrible. I still remember the day I got Lycon's engine twice back to back. I still remember that day when I was going for Evelyn's engine, and I ended up getting that. I mean, some people actually do that. Make multiple accounts just to have, like, different characters and have different possibilities and, like, ideas and stuff. I, for one, don't have the time for that. I play too many different games to really make a second account. Like, I know one of the main players of, like, Genshin, he has, like, a few accounts. Just so he has all characters, but not on the singular account. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, if you're comfortable with doing it, you can. And if you have the time to invest in another one, that's another factor. I, for one, don't have the time to do that. Well, if you have time, you can. There's never anything wrong with a second account. This is probably loading something up. Yep. The game didn't die yet. Do I even have enough to do a 10 pull yet? I do. I don't believe in early luck. I really don't. Nope. And I shouldn't. Fucking Piper again. Fuck. I am saving for the bag boo, though, at least. I do need that. I guess I gotta rely on the event today. Oh, her again. For me, with various games, I would do different servers just to play with other friends that aren't sharing the same server. She is actually really good. I threw like a bunch of random stuff on her, and she does. Yeah, she should be good synergy with the Jiyun. She does defense shred. Although I'm the type of player that would say Rita's better, but that's just biased opinion there. You should build Jiyun. I chose Rena as my freebie from the standard. Because when I got Ellen back at the beginning, all I did was pull standard because I wanted Rita so bad. Rolls. Yeah, Nicole's good even with terrible substats like mine. But she's not fully upgraded either, so her engine still needs to be leveled up. I mean, 50 crit rate's not bad. Yeah, you could, any character, if you build them properly, should be very good. Like, I have Harumasa, who's, like, pretty decent. I can show that in a minute. I don't have his engine. I just, hoped for rolls, and the rolls are actually kind of decent. I'm just waiting for a set for him so I could use it. I'm waiting for a set that Evelyn can run. That's not Woodpecker Electro. A-ranks can stand out very greatly because they're easier to build because you can get them easier, which is where the Mindscape stuff plays. I can't do it because of this. So I have to wait for this to end first before I can show. That big guy. That's a small guy. Oh, there's somebody else that was with it. I literally got him M6 last night. I got him, like, my first 10 pull I did last night, which was off stream. I ended up getting him 3 times in one 10 pull, and I only needed him twice. I'm waiting to be able to show the roster. Yeah, meta. Meta is a big problem for games like this. Like, I play a mobile game, and let me tell you, meta on that has been nothing but power corrupt. Like, old characters on there are no longer usable. Also, I did make a stream schedule for this week because I didn't know what exactly to play right away. But I'm gonna be honest, the pity system is very low for what it is. There's some games that have good pity systems. And then there's other games that have poor systems. I know what you mean. Also, I need to make sure the chat's at a good spot. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good spot and good size. That's another thing I've been monitoring throughout the week throughout the weeks has been, yeah, throughout the last 2 weeks has been the chat, because I added that recently. I'm still kind of hesitant right now about that. But I'm one of the types of players that's like, I want to wait until they release more info and then go from there. Yeah, I kind of stopped spending on these types of games because I know that they're gonna get power crept anyway, so it's like, eh. But I feel like this game wouldn't really make that happen too often. I mean, they haven't done it yet. Ellen still stands out as a strong ice DPS. Yeah, Star Rail did that, saying that too. So I'm kind of expecting something for CeeLo, honestly. I want to use her again. She was the first 5-star for that game, and I haven't used her since... I'm trying to think of when the last time I used her was. Impact Third has been doing that with the cast. Not like the B and A rank stuff on there, like the old B and A rank. Yeah, Impact Third's been doing that with weapons for PRI arms, giving old characters another chance. It's like Hersher of Thunder got one. Actually, she got two. With 7 Thunders. Oh yeah, Golden Week's coming up. I wonder if they're gonna do anything about Golden Week. Belle's just like standing there being like, what's going on? Oh! I just realized what.
Some wishes.
So, funny story. I had my audio muted the entire fucking time. God, I need a break. I really need a break. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
My very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city,
Well, Scuff Stream!
lights flickering to life.
Scuff Stream! You've seen it here first. I think this is my first time I've actually realized that I did not have audio on.
Only I could disappear into those lights. I made up my mind.
For like the last
And right then,
15 minutes, maybe?
I decided to take one last look.
I feel so
I
dumb.
wanted to know who left me my final message from this world.
Somebody should have. What if you should have noticed that?
You, Lord Baby.
But nobody said anything. It's okay.
Wait,
I'm not gonna blame you. I forgot I did that.
And I checked with the other Lord Phaethon. You were the one using the account at that time. But I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day. With an
I'm not too
ordinary
worried about it.
meaningless comments online. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
what did he even say in that comment? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well,
I feel like I'll be grinding the shit out of this just to get Vivian. Knowing me.
No!
so, Lord Phaethon.
And we also have the 5 free polls coming up in May, like next week.
Which was a silver lining for me, but also for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you.
I forgot the last time I even spent money on a game, on one of these types of games. I'd have to say it was about maybe like money myself, like I don't know, a couple of years at least. Okay.
Send a message. There's an update.
Well, I heard,
Let's head back to the video store and go over the details together.
okay.
Awaiting further instructions. You want to test my hammer?
I still can't get over the change in that voice. Like, it's so noticeable.
Don't look at me.
If you need help, call me anytime.
Like, a lot of them are M6. I think the only M6 A rank I don't have is Pulchra, and that's M5.
Looking for intel? Or hiring me for a...
Like, everybody else should be there already.
You want to... Awaiting further... Hey!
Ready for combat.
But for those that don't know, I built up Anton over the last week. And for those that also don't know about my collection of his engines.
Come on, let's get to work.
I just hold on to them just as a as another reminder of how many times I've gotten that. He's not bad, he's really good. He does, like, good amounts of damage at a quick rate for an A rank. Oh, right, I was supposed to show Harumasa, I forgot. I'm gonna need a second if it doesn't put me in a forced dialogue. It did.
Belle, you're back. Lycon told me he wanted to meet up with us online to discuss things when he returned. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
We've got this.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands. The mayor's friend
Let it be Miyabi out of all people. Still locked to 2.
Good day, Lord Phaeton.
But yeah,
Need something?
this is my Harabasa, which isn't really too bad. But I am running this event engine from like a long time ago. So it's kind of just like a good placeholder for the flat crit rate. And for those wondering about my Nicole, this is my Nicole. And here are all my substats. I ran out of level for this one. But as you can see, this is not good at all. And I went with crit over anomaly proficiency because I don't rely on it with her. And we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that. Honestly, I don't think it really matter. But I do need her on the team for this, so... I used her at first, but then I just stopped. Like, back at the beginning when you play, it's like normal. Did I ever update this? I did. Also, for games that have drops, I will always have that enabled, so you can always pick up the extra stuff from it if needed. I could've, yeah, but... she's just as bad built. Like, for those that don't know, I like running my supports and anomalies as, like, a sub-DPS, like, completely.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille.
Oh, this guy! Okay, now I remember him.
Plus,
He's the guy that we were trying to, get that item from.
I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return.
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady
Dina's that one person that had something to do with, that one guy, right?
What we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
If I'm gonna do most of the earnings, at all, it'll probably be off-stream. But I don't know. I don't have anything planned for tomorrow, so maybe I could do more streaming for this game.
Why would they only
I kind of
say
want
no
to.
something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of. Lord Phaeton, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
I've got a shortcut planned, but there are gonna be ethereals along the way. I'll let you...
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of miss the one mode
Phaeton,
that a lot of people don't like
I'll
at
ensure
all.
your safety.
If you guys remember the early game with the TV mode, that was honestly so cool. Like, it was a good concept for its time.
Stay away from Lord Phaeton! Oh, for Lord Phaeton!
I'm looking around for boxes.
Let's get out of here before before we're spotted. Let's keep moving, Lord Phaethon. Don't touch me. Leave the enemies to me, Lord Phaethon. Stay away from me.
Okay. Right back at ya.
They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing.
Oh! I don't even know what I did, but sure.
This is our chance. Let's hurry. Don't touch me. No matter who has the sacrifice
Oh.
core, Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous.
I'm noticing a pattern with some of these games.
Or we do this the hard way.
This might be a me thing, but who else is realizing that this is like... that every other Hoyo title has been, like, there's a goal in mind. Like, an objective to meet at the end. Whereas, like, some of the games, they just have, like, a whole thing with a journey for somebody.
The box is empty. So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
Or it's like a group of people.
How did you even find your way here?
Like, Impact Third.
What's the core in the box?
Impact Third had, like, characters on a journey to,
You call this keeping
like, for
sacrifice
growth.
safe?
Genshin has an end goal of fighting the unknown god that sent them into Teyvat. Star Rail just has us journeying around, like, to all different kinds of worlds.
It's been ages. Dina! Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet.
And then this just has an objective where we gotta stop the Exaltists.
I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past.
I'm just realizing that.
Tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night? Back then, I had no idea. You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on? I wasn't...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then.
Back then?
However,
What happened back
I
then?
do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't be fake.
From Hugo? There's your first mistake.
Proof.
Ugh, seriously? The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all.
But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece, father.
Dina, you're annoying.
Isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding?
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh, they shouldn't have suffered those horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause.
His great cause! And where is he now?
Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh, temper, yeah.
You don't have it. Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
Don't touch me. More ethereals are coming.
I'm here.
Just this one. Notice me, Lord Phaethon. What's up? Don't underestimate me. There's no chance to get out of this.
Remember to smile!
Oh, for Lord Phaethon.
Jeez. Oh, I think I get it now. I think.
Stay away from Lord Phaethon! Ambush! There are so many.
Oh, her.
It's ink?
Oh.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now!
Thank you.
Interesting. Martial arts. So like Fuhua in a way.
Finally.
Tempting.
Quiet.
Tempting indeed.
Windflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
Can I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan.
Yishuan?
Windflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are. So I
Sounds like
thought-
Fushuan.
At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Oh, so you're the investigator the mayor talked about.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Guidance?
Interesting.
What exactly does that mean?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
Okay. I guess.
I'm so sorry, Lord Bathan. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
You definitely need some rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
So that's that.
Lord Bathan, are you going to rest now?
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out, and it's got me worried.
I'm gonna check something really quick.
If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Bathan. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Tina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster.
Yeah, but they have to fight, though. Fight the Ethereals to even stand a chance in the Hollows.
And her father. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Tina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamity.
Honestly, the whole thing with Dina and her father thing, that was kind of aggressive.
I shared my joy with Dina.
But honestly, with how her attitude is, I don't like her at all.
The blessing medicine. Please tell me that wasn't the sacrifice serum Bringer had.
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I
saw terror in
It reminds, hearing the blessing reminds me of a story that I remembered from back as a kid.
I trailed him to the
And it kind of just reminds me of that.
as someone who had been blessed, becoming corrupted.
Checking something really quick while this
There's
plays.
became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Gina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall. Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar! Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go! Vivian? What's happening? Listen to me! Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
Oh!
No, I was just...
Mom, I wanna go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you? Dina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up...
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have.
Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
God, I really hate this Dina.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a
Uh,
disaster.
that sounds like me when I lose mine. If I move it around.
She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she... All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
Yeah, you never know where some things go until you finally realize I have that issue too.
You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you. As for Dina and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices. The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. But not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort. I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little, Lord Phaethon.
You truly are a wonderful listener.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Bathan.
Interesting. So honestly, this whole Dina thing, I don't like her at all. She just sounds so uptight and like so like I don't know. Something about her, I just hate it.
Shawl, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde,
Interesting.
wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
Okay. Interesting. So they communicate via birds. Okay. Let's check here. Oh. Birds with black feathers. This should be them. That's just a bamboo. This would make a lot more sense, yeah. Damaged. Okay. Interesting.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I recognize Hugo's VA. I forgot. I don't know the name of him.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
I don't know his name.
But a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for
Here, I could probably search it up really quick.
that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny
Oh.
that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
The creator will guide me.
Interesting.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Hugo.
Belle, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
Alright.
Alright.
Patch him in.
Let's see what he has to say.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see.
Interesting.
Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
Probably could.
So,
But what did
should
we
I
do?
You can attend as her +1.
Plus one! Lord Faven, please go with me!
Master Proxy
That was pretty quick.
requires your presence, so
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely.
Jeez.
Let's go together.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
Hopefully. An etiquette video? Oh no. I'm not gonna remember any of this, by the way. If I have to, I'm not gonna remember a single bit of this. Etiquette for me is kind of... Like, there's certain etiquette I will work with, but most etiquettes are off the table for me. Right. I guess it would be suspicious if we took the normal car we would normally take. I'm shocked nobody's really suggested a team comp for anything. As those are, like, the main things I want to actually kind of try out. And I still have that pick my team tab in Discord, right? Before I continue this. Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, I do. Okay. So it's been updated.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
God, the aggressiveness here.
The small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began.
Please don't have me do any form of etiquette, because I would not know.
Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve?
He's
Perhaps
like,
when we are filled, we'll remember where
he's
the
like,
banquet
ugh,
was.
she's here, great.
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what we wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters.
I am very worried here.
For dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you.
Is it gonna be like ice cream cake or something? Because I would I'd like that.
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
I'm curious.
Dessert just now?
I'm curious.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burton wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
Okay.
All right, I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Phaethon.
I feel like Belle would be the only person that's dressed so casually at such a professional area.
Perhaps we're just lucky? Plus, their security measures outside were so tight.
I am now noticing that. Like, for something so professional.
However, just to be safe, I'll call Lycon.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dino was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But fact, I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself. Bullet. How?
Hugo?
Uncle, why must we be so distant with
How?
You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible!
Didn't he die?
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty...
So he's not dead! Or so it seems.
Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine.
I'm curious now.
My dear uncle.
Such a save. Such an honest save.
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end.
Oh.
It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must...
Whoops.
You're late.
So strict. Spare me a moment to catch my breath, will you?
So it was all a ruse?
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved. Why do you look so angry? You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago.
I really want to know this VA, because he sounds so familiar.
Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
So you mean to tell me this isn't the first time they faked his death? Interesting.
Sometimes I really don't understand you. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand. Of course, if things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
Aw, I'm flattered.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure.
Interesting.
He told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action.
So what he did with us that actually made me end stream right then and there had to, for personal reasons. He wasn't really going to do that.
Dealing with all these different important figures. But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done.
Yeah, you should feel bad! That was scarring!
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were also...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Excuse me.
Hugo, you are taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not.
Interesting.
I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end. Of course. I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
What? Huh? What? I am so confused. If I read that correctly...
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy Exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration. After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage. Perhaps because he was afraid There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote.
So he's stuck with the effects.
However, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind. And that's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences.
I couldn't do what he does. I'm gonna be honest right now.
Room for however long that takes.
I cannot do what he does.
Smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor.
So the doctor told him this is the best thing that he could do to treat these consequences. That is very interesting.
Come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
Okay.
I want to stop you.
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you never will. Well, time is short. Let's begin.
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
Don't die, you stupid bastard. Jesus.
Because the side effects haven't worn off yet.
So that's what this was for.
Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself?
It can't be time because the water's still moving.
Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
Oh. I need to get a hoodie. My room's been getting a bit chilly, so give me just a second. I'll be right back. Well, I won't be gone. It's just I won't have the I won't be at the desk. It has gotten
Everything will get better if
somewhat
you
chilly.
Die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more.
Yeah, it's been like that recently, so.
One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this
Ow.
pain.
I did some VR shenanigans. I may have pulled a muscle.
For the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
That is not how you should talk to your son. Hallucinations, maybe.
So, I wasn't awake yet after all. That's because you don't want to wake up again. Who are you? I am you. Hidden deep within your heart.
Interesting.
Your most true self. You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother.
I like how it's in a form of a bamboo.
Beat you without reason. When she tried to gouge out your eyes. When she sold you into that hell. Laughing all the while. her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her.
That is a lot of
because
text.
She doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything, and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame
Heterochromia.
me for my
I've never heard that word.
existence.
Here, let me look that up really quick.
Kill her, because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me, just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Oh, that's different eye colors for both eyes. The red and blue.
The act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool. Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else. She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life.
This is reminding me of the Fei Zhao story.
While she was indulging herself, you were going through.
When she decided to accept that car from Hule.
Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to
Because she too is a Borison.
kill her? Only by killing her can you be truly free. For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice. Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites. Do you still not get it? This is how
Give me a second.
the world is, and always has been. Hesitate and you'll be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being on the other end of the blade.
Wish I had mods for something like this, but
You must first become the one who makes the rules.
not much I could do without that.
The only reason she could take us
Oh, let me make that now.
because we were weak. So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength. It's what she deserves.
Alright, I have just made the mod applications tab for those that want to
I'm not forgiving.
apply to be a mod for the channel.
Or rather, I don't care about them.
And if I do YouTube streaming, you'll be a mod over there too. Which I don't plan on streaming right now
The
over
person I
there.
hate the most, the one I
That's
truly
not really in my
hate,
interest
has never been someone else. But
at this
rather
very
my
moment.
powerless past self who could do nothing but hide inside a closet and cry.
And besides, I've grown up knowing Twitch was the main streaming service.
Nor the courage to resist.
So that's another thing
I
about
hate
me.
myself for begging for
So
so-called
I'm very
real
hesitant of
love,
even trying other
even after
platforms
being
for streaming.
treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain
And
and
also, I
wounds
can't
I
get my
still
the
have
YouTube
to
chat
carry.
thing to appear here, so I can't really do that either.
And that means
That also will not appear on screen either.
so I forgive you. I forgive myself. You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
But yeah, for those that don't know, everything I do, like posts and all that stuff, I do everything manually. And sometimes it is kind of very hard to keep up.
I see. This is still an illusion.
And having mods here would kind of help lighten the load. You'll have to apply in the Discord if you want to be part of the mod staff.
Hugo, let's play hide and seek.
I like when he walks, he just has his hand in his pocket. That just seems like something I actually do when I walk around. I have one hand in a pocket. Like this.
Serena.
You're looking in the wrong place.
Yeah, if you want to be a mod, apply.
Better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me.
I doubt I'll get one right away, but still, it would help me out. Now I'm gonna start asking some people if they can help me out with some stuff, so I can kind of take it easy with it. Because I've been doing all posts and everything myself for like the last 4 months, and it's kind of starting to stress me out a bit because of how much I've had to do it.
Still looking in the wrong spot.
And of course, all YouTube VODs are also done by myself, so...
I can't believe you still haven't found me after
So I'm doing all that work, and I'm kind of stressed, I'm kind of taking a toll on myself. So those that don't know, everything I do is all me. So all the Discord stuff that I set up, all that stuff, I haven't really had help at all.
It's okay.
I have had inspiration for Discord, but nothing else really.
Like before.
So kind of doing everything is like on my own is kind of very difficult.
Everyone was ever nice to you, wasn't it?
And because I don't know how YouTube Shorts works, I can't really do that myself either. That'd just be even more work placed on myself.
Why is kindness always punished instead?
So if you wanna be part of the team, I am gladly opening that to anyone who wants to sign up.
Are you lost? Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
Of course, the model thing is not done by me as well. But yeah, if you want to help lighten the workload for me, be sure to leave suggestions of how to help out in the general chat. Because honestly, this is kind of starting to get to me with all of it. Now I'm putting myself in overtime, not doing streaming on weekends, as I literally said I wasn't going to do originally. I need to grab something really quick, so...
We meet again, my friend.
I'm gonna need a second.
I am you. The side of you that you've always
Yeah.
tried to deny existed.
I do have a trust issue as well. I have mentioned that a few times in the past.
This time it's
So-
about Serena. Right.
If you want to help with mod stuff, I am really putting my trust. I'm gonna give people one chance. If they break the trust, they're you know, they're off the team. That's just how I am.
I don't like the way you blame yourself. Because that means I'm to blame as well. And I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father, he saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other. My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me. In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were human. And so, she was fated to die. They tried to kill me many times, but I was careful. And they did not succeed.
Which means Lycon also failed. But then again, that was an act, as said.
Serena died in your place. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions.
Also, there's reasons why I start streaming early is because I'm kind of on my own with the workload.
He praised you for it. In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless.
I feel like I'm gonna be on my own for like a lot of this until the community grows big enough for me to really look for more people. But for those that see this on YouTube, because these do go up on YouTube, the weekday ones, and so do the Ultimate Firefights now, because I do that as a weekly series. If you want to be part of the moderation team, do apply my Discord on the mod applications tab. I'm leaving that open to everyone. However, I'm gonna edit that while this is playing.
I don't remember that. Here you go again. Trying to deny your desires. Deep down inside.
I'm not gonna make a forum tab yet.
Asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserve. Why the world is so unfair. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists.
And I will make sure that it stays private, so only me being able to see your messages, if you do apply.
That victory belongs to you. You deserve it. Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased. They died by Hartman's hand.
Okay.
Dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than
Alright.
by ours.
Everything's set up for the mod application, so if you wanna become a mod, fill it out.
Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for
And I'm gonna try to get some emotes going
who followed their example.
based on my model. I'm gonna ask one of my friends, because she has one for a server.
Against each other,
I want to get her opinion.
suspicion and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse written into the Ravenlock family's genes. incredibly stupid. Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family. You are destined to one day become someone like me, like your father.
Is that fear I sense? I can see you trembling. Why does the Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so? I won't become like my father. Never. You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition. So, do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you were born with. The best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno that will burn everything down. And I am that spark. Lygon. Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you.
Uh-oh.
Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
Yeah, he's still in an illusion.
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow, an easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make. And you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycon. You're the other me, hidden deep within my heart. I've been waiting for you, my dear. It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me. Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable. Maybe you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny or argue against what he said. Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes, murder is what brings justice back into this world. For that, I must stain these hands in blood. That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your dad. Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, winding fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And mocking.
Hopefully I did that mod applications tab correctly.
Got to that point. You can save more people. Save good people. Save more lives than the evil ones you take. I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident. So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can. I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer. You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it? Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on.
Who's Jack?
You don't actually trust anyone? Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death?
Now I'm confused.
You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions and betrayal and I'll never lose to myself.
I am very confused at this point. Honestly, I just want to know who Jack is. Totalize. When an EX special attack or ultimate hits a stunned enemy, the Totalize effect is triggered. This effect decreases the skill's damage multiplier based on the enemy's remaining stun duration at the moment of activation. After triggering Totalize, the enemy will immediately recover from stun, and a certain amount of days will be inflicted based on remaining stun duration. So he is a stun. Yeah, he's a stun.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
Yeah, he's stun. He is a stun, yeah. I can tell because of how much days he's inflicting.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me. Just as
I like his concept. So he's meant to be used at the end of a chain attack.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen. When it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
Yeah, he has to be a stunner. And he only works when a chain attack is, when the stun is active. In some cases, I could see that working out.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner.
So what does this have to do with all that's leading up to what's going on with the other two?
What I saw in my dream. I guess there are still some lingering side effects. Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you're fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death. Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way, thank you.
Now tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse?
Just going a bit crazy from you know what. Were you expecting anything else? But I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me.
I think he's good.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, was that part of the act?
You mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble. For those who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources. And the people we helped remain destitute and suffering. Willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird. All right, let's talk later. I still have things to do and need to wrap up my plan.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltus fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever. Let's go. And don't slow me down.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to guess Hugo is a stun, but he works differently compared to the average stunner. He is ice damage. I didn't really look at the live stream either. I don't watch live streams ever because I don't like getting like that type of info. So I don't know exactly, but I could probably look at it later. Like if I were to look, I'd just see what their damage type and their uh what they do. That is pretty much it. Hey.
I'm not opposed to working with you.
I'm sure you've
Wait,
heard about the
is there a
missing
box
workers
back
from the
there?
colonies under the Ravenlock family too.
No.
I know where they are. Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Come on, let's get them out of here.
Bunch of nobodies. Annoying as hell. Kill them!
Only for Master.
You're welcome to try.
Say no more.
What? Can't handle it? More workers here. And quite a lot of them.
Is Hartman behind this, too?
Of course. He threw them into the Hollow like offerings for the Exaltists.
There's more over there. Let's hurry.
It's different this time. Don't rush in. Let's listen in on what they're saying first. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the plan is absolutely foolproof.
The compensation you promised. It's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the Hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. Sounds real suspicious.
Yeah, that is suspicious.
Your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so suspicious, why were you so eager to sign up for it?
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the Hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption. The treatment costs have completely drained our family's savings. So that's why...
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age. I need the money.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do it. No matter how suspicious. As long as I can get paid, I'll do anything. Even risk my life.
So they use a bunch of desperate people.
You people from the Ravenlock family, you're part of a big company in Tops. You wouldn't go back on your word, right?
Don't worry, you'll get every denny you were promised. But before we start, you all need to take this medicine first.
Bro,
doing this already?
These workers keep talking. We're wasting time like this. And the sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over. Consider it an early release for them.
What? You didn't say anything about having to take pills before. Look, this is good stuff, all right? It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of people who'd kill for something like this.
Exactly! You'll be working in the hollow for several hours. This is essential medication.
I don't know about
You have
that.
to take it before we continue. If you refuse, then you can forget about the job. Of course, you won't receive the compensation either.
Lycon, what are you doing?
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills. We can't let them take them.
Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence to ensure the plan works.
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to achieve your goal.
So that's how you see it.
If that's not what you want me to think, then explain everything to me.
All right. It's a little complicated, but simply put, these workers will be fine. Of course, it's your choice to trust me or not. But if you try to rush in, I will stop you.
I trust you.
Oh boy.
All right. That's the evidence. Now we can go and beat them into the ground as much as you want.
Don't forget, you owe me an explanation.
Oh
Also,
boy.
don't overdo it and kill them. Even if they're the worst of the Ravenlock family.
All right, Your Holiness, Saint Lycon.
Oh!
Why don't you take a guess?
We're the ones here to stop you.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight. You had a lot more aggression.
Prepare to kneel before.
I've merely learned to control myself.
I love the scythe.
Damn it! Who the hell are you? How dare you mess with the Ravenlock family?
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can, for it will soon cease to exist.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what I said. I think this might be good for you. Sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own path.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? I saw the compassion on your face just now. You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks. But in reality, there's no need for you to keep playing this boring game for them.
I don't have a choice. From the moment I was born into the Ravenlock family,
You always have a choice, if you're willing to act. All right.
True.
Let's end the small talk here. Don't worry, Lycon. I didn't hit them too hard, just enough to keep them quiet.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always, a certain someone should take some lessons from you. I'll leave the rest to you then.
Okie dokie.
So they were all acting.
Okay, now can you tell me exactly what's going on here?
As you can see, that worker just now was actually an informant of mine. The pills were swapped out with vitamin tablets. Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance Hartman has. But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the data I collected before, We should have results soon.
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure the effects of the drug, besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote, correct?
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sometimes I wonder if you know me at all.
Then, I have one last question. Why did you never tell me any of this back then?
The truth is, I heard everything. That entire conversation between you and Jack. Before he passed away in that small attic. When Jack called you aside and gave you those warnings.
When he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You never said anything.
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions, or get on my knees and beg for you to trust me? You know there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then, even I was confused about myself.
Jack,
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything to me. Enough. We should get going. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location. Lycon? That incident back then. I didn't do it. It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I only discovered the truth long after the fact. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. I couldn't kill him. And even before that, if I hadn't hesitated, none of what followed would have happened. Even now, I still think they deserve death. But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate. They're beneath me. And I have more important things to do. I know we may never agree on that point, Lycon. I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but I discovered that the more I rejected them, the more painful it became. So, I could only accept that crazed, hateful, and malicious side of myself. As long as I know I will never become like my father, like Hartman, that is enough for me.
You've changed, but I think that might be a good thing.
Don't patronize me. You've changed a lot too, compared to before. I still disagree with Jack's words, and I won't forgive your betrayal. I will walk the path I believe is right, even if I must tread over thorns and through the mud. But I will also allow you to walk your own path, Lycon.
Should I say thank you?
You're welcome. Come to think of it, we haven't talked about your legs and eye.
It was just an accident, not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too. On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I misjudged you. I used to think you wanted power, that everything you did was for your own ambitions. I thought you wanted the power to pass judgment on all in this world, like a god.
I am a god. I am my own god. Or you could say that in this world, everyone is their own god. There are many things that we are powerless to change. But there are also many choices we can make. Just as I said before, I am the only one who can kill me or save me.
I'm glad you think that way.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do. To witness the end of Ravenlock.
And that's what leads us to now, right?
You
Yep.
really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy bastard! Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
You still don't get it, do you? This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this, Uncle?
On behalf of Tops, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. Tops is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have no further affiliation with them.
Are you crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
Thief? Oh, Uncle. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I'm the leader of Mockingbird. The one who turns every headline into my own stage. I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
Jeez.
You flatter me. Same goes for you, Uncle.
That was kind of intense.
Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's with all the anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too. And I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish to get caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish, so I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans. But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions. In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions? Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Belle, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
Well, that sure shows a way of showing.
Master Proxy.
Like, big time.
Although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
So, Lycon, you knew about Hugo's plan to fake his death?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Mr. Hugo Vlad.
Excuse me.
If you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to return to rest before midnight.
sure are
That
close.
awkward laugh.
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger. Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control.
Interesting.
Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
Well, that's not good.
Never mind the sacrifice. Hartman's sacrifice core is a fake. We don't know where the real one's gone.
The real core has always been here.
Here? In Lord Bathan's video store?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear proxy?
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
How about our dear proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look?
Interesting. Kinda wanna see the pendant. Interesting. Honestly, I would have never guessed that pendant was able to. Kind of. If I did, we didn't really see the pendant. I don't believe, if I remember.
I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed. Since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead, I won't go back on my promises.
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been stashed. I'll contact you again once I have something.
Okay. Now let's get going. So I'm assuming we're going to be using that team. Now let's go. So now we have the 2 stuns and unless if Hugo's a an attacker, which honestly it doesn't make sense. He does too little damage to be considered a an attacker. Like again, like I said, I didn't look at the live. I don't look at the live streams really at all, and I am missing codes that I know.
Zen's stash should be somewhere. I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too. Dina's getting ready to make her move.
Anders, don't worry. We'll clear them out.
Oh, she attacks with them! That's so cool!
They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them!
We need to take care of the guards first.
Say no more.
Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
You're not taking anything from here.
Bet.
Hugo, get the guards first.
I'm part of Mockingbird too.
You just stepped into your own grave!
Fools.
In position.
A boring opponent.
Can't handle it.
Understood.
How irksome.
Heads for flowers that bloom.
Freeze all evil! Move it! Let's set it! Power!
A boring opponent.
Tales for the dawn that sets the world alight. Let order and madness dance. Let the party begin.
Oh my.
More of Landon's serum survives than expected. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed the final step of her plan.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate the missing people. Our actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps they're making plans to deal with us on their side.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her. If it comes to that, this will get far more troublesome.
That's gonna take more than how much we used in that one battle against Bringer.
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and Vivian and I will go search elsewhere.
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But be careful if you encounter Dina and her people. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try? Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use EOS to guide us.
Sure. I've been feeling better these past few days, so just follow me.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have two Lord Fafins.
Although, I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Belle and I would only ever work on the same route.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide double compensation.
Double compensation! He's just trying to get us paid. Like, more money.
I will request additional compensation from the mayor.
Compensation is just one aspect. It's one thing with Belle being in the Hollow in person, but now with us working on separate routes, I can't help but worry even more for her safety. Oh, but I trust in your abilities. I'm just not quite used to this.
Oh, right, she's able to be in the Hollow.
This is the future I saw. Lord Pathan. I'm sorry. This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come to pass. I don't want to bring you misfortune. That's
That's all I wish for.
Vivian. What is she doing?
Don't touch me.
Anyway, back to the fight.
Leave this to me, Lord Phaethon. Fool. Lord Phaethon, there might be more serum here.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina?
I'll try to go easy on you. There are containers by the fissure. There's got to be something inside. But
So the ones here have lost their lives to what they to what was given to them.
it must have been tough for you to find this place.
Oh my god, this
Vivian, if you had stayed
this
out
one
of it,
again. Oh my
I
god.
wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you. Those people have been taken to safety. You're all out of options. They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away? There will always be people consumed by greed, and therefore, they will come willingly to me. In any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of Father's grand ambition? Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them, just like Landon did back then. Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything taken from them by the Hollows. Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope Father offered you, too. Before Father took you in, you were no more than an omen of disaster that no one wanted. It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? How did you feel when that person looked at you with adoration and gratefulness? That was the first time you felt hope. Like your existence had a purpose, right? Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you hope. And you, what have you done? You basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration, only to destroy everything. Do you think that by leaving the Exaltists, those people will live better lives? Of course not. Those who suffered under the Hollows will only continue on as walking corpses, without the hope Father gave them. Do you really think you're some sort of savior, Vivian? In the end, you're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune to those around her. It was you who destroyed everyone's hope. Not everyone wants to live in false hope, Dina. You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your sacrifices. Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous. But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows. What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope, but exploiting it. Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you know what Landon did was cruel. No. Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina? Don't look at me with such pity! Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster. That's everyone's only hope.
I don't know.
It's not too late to stop. Stop living in this lie. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths, but the hope you keep talking about. That will cause more despair and claim more lives. That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish a greater goal. No one deserves to be a sacrifice. Your hypocritical magnanimity disgusts me. I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time. With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects.
Lady Dina.
Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the Creator, but it's all lies.
Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family from me. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. He gives you hope, and I destroyed that hope with my own hands. I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty. I want to atone for the hope I destroyed. But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives, and I don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. So, please, stop.
Camille, are you abandoning me too?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
Honestly, she's living in such a delusion. Might as well just give up.
I passed that point ages ago.
No, Dina. You can still turn back.
See, even she believes it.
Be your way back.
Where are you going, Camille?
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I did it. All of it. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need a caretaker and teacher. Someone who will look after her and educate her.
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse to accept this!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects.
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You can't leave me. I command you! You've always followed my orders, and you will follow them now!
It wasn't your orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain, then and there, that this was the hope the Creator had given me. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people.
I think that's a little late now of her trying to make friends. She can't do that because of her delusion.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
She lives under such a stupid delusion. It's almost sick.
We can't let Camille's efforts go to waste. Ambush! You better not get my tricks. Let's go after Dina, Lord Phaethon. They must be on the other side of the fissure.
Are you satisfied now, Vivian? You were the one who brought yourself to this point. You're saying this is all my fault? Losing my father, losing Camille. I wish you had never come into my life. At first, when father brought you home, I was happy. There are so many Exaltists, yet father never allowed me to get too close with any of them. I never had any friends either.
Now I wonder
But
why.
when father brought you back, he told me to take good care of you, that you were my first friend. I was also so happy the first time you took my place in helping father select a person to receive the blessing, because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could stay with me, but soon I grew jealous. You took the attention that should have belonged to me. You even took father's love from me.
It's only because of my ability that Landon...
I know, but Vivian, jealousy is something you cannot control.
I mean,
The same goes for fear and hatred.
actually, that is controllable.
That one day you would look at me and shed tears. I knew if that day ever came, father would not hesitate to force the blessing upon me. And when that day did come, I hated you for causing my father's death.
Tina, you knew everything about what happened back then, so... Why are you still defending Landon? And why didn't you tell me back then? If I had known earlier, maybe I could have found a way.
Because it's the only thing that makes me more special than you, no?
I mean, you're not winning any awards.
I was more useful to him. Vivian, you said you wandered without a home ever since you were young, hated by anyone you encountered. You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help father when you were among the Exaltists. But in the end, you discovered you were being used, so you felt betrayed and hurt. Then, what about me? All I ever had was my father. I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since I was young, my only purpose was to help father select who was to be blessed. The only purpose I had was my father and the Exaltists. I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have, and have ever had. In the end, you took even that from me, and completely destroyed it. You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world. But have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world?
I mean, if that's it, that's not... You need help.
Also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then.
Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving me. Why don't you understand? To me, loss is so much more painful than death.
Tina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could live on. Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in New Eridu. This
care of you. I've also met so many amazing people. I'm sure they'll love you too. Okay, Dina? Vivian, I can't forgive you. And I don't want to forgive you. I have nothing left. If what little hatred I do still harbor were taken from me, well, I refuse to be so pitiful. I won't apologize, Vivian.
Oh.
I don't want to hate myself, so I can only hate you for killing my father, and hate Camille for leaving me.
But Vivian had nothing to do with it.
The person I am, hateful and despicable. I refuse to owe anyone anything. I refuse to feel regret. I won't. Vivian, I will keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you. I will also hate Camille, so I won't do as she wished and start a new life. Vivian, if you had never existed, if I had never, you would be... Lord Phaethon, please do not interfere. She was my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell.
Alright. That looks like the dead end butcher, almost.
Dina, the pain will be over. Lord Phaethon, don't come any closer.
Just get random Denny's out of nowhere, what the hell?
Behind you!
Oh no.
What happened? What the...
Vivian! Belle, don't come near me. This is my own choice. I will change the
scaring me. Belle, I'm so glad you're awake.
What happened? I remember Vivian and I... Wait, where's Vivian? She injected herself with Landon's serum.
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. You were in a coma and... I'm so glad you're safe. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, barring a couple of scratches. Hugo sent a message earlier saying he
God, that had me in tears. Damn it.
Recall what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur. And then I can't describe it, but I think I saw something. At the time, all I was thinking about was wanting to remove the crystals from Vivian. I don't even know what I did. But then I passed out, I guess. What happened after that?
When I led Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying on the ground. We didn't see anything else. Never mind that for now. Belle, do you feel any discomfort?
Just a bit dizzy.
For tonight, just get some rest. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we'll discuss everything then.
Okay. Good night, then.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains?
Back to this.
Appetite?
Vivian?
I was just so worried. Sorry. Anyway, Lord Phaethon, I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my fault.
You only became an ethereal to defeat Dina. If it weren't for you, neither of us would have made it out alive.
So, what happened? Belle said she saw the crystallization process start, but I didn't see anything through Eos. Hugo, Lycon, did either of you guys see anything strange?
Allow me to explain.
Okay.
Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequelae. But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede. Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
How come I didn't know I had this ability? How's it even possible for me to influence other people's etheric particles? That makes it sound like I can manipulate etheric energy at will.
Master Proxy, you are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
Cable.
Our teacher?
We'll also go look at the fight after
I don't know all the details, so I cannot
with
explain
my
everything to
good
you.
team.
My apologies. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions. She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask her any questions you may have. She has quite an eccentric personality. If she causes you any inconvenience...
Can I file a complaint?
Can I file a complaint about her to you?
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things just fine.
I kind of want to take Rita out on the field.
In any case,
I'm just very curious how this all works. That's all.
unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once. There's
Once.
no time limit on this favor.
Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor?
If that is what you desire. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
Old fox.
Well, can I request Lord Phaethon's?
The mayor imagined you might ask. I'll prepare all necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately. But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's lack of consciousness.
Stop, stop, stop! I would never do that to Lord Phaethon! Probably.
Probably. Okay. At least not today.
The mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the timing of that favor.
Fuck, man. They can't do that. Fuck, I can't handle that. Ugh. I can't handle that. I really can't. For those that don't know, I can't handle certain things like that. For those that really, really don't know, I can't handle stuff like that. Like that. Ugh. Ugh. I really can't handle that. I just feel all... Ugh. Sorry. That's just how I genuinely feel at the very moment. Oh, just outside. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this stream up in a bit. We're gonna get this all done with, and we're gonna be done for today. So let's see.
I did not expect that such a spiritual entity would exist here. It appears this street is a geomantic gem.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl, and I guess you could say he's a neighbor of mine. Is there something special about him?
No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an intelligent individual of this breed.
Even huskies can be really smart. Howl is proof.
You're right. Yet,
I remember my husky. He was really intelligent, and also really intelligent.
Parted from its owner and unable to move about freely, both a blessing and a curse. However, it seems quite happy. We've strayed a bit off topic. Since you're back,
Partnership.
let's discuss our partnership.
Okay. Let's see this partnership.
Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Very suitable for a business. Your bamboo here are also very energetic. It seems your fortune is good when it comes to wealth.
Didn't expect you to understand feng shui. Thank you for your blessings. But who exactly are you?
I suppose this is our first official meeting since parting ways in the Hollow. Now that both of you are present, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Yixuan, a mystic from Yunquei Summit.
A mystic?
Wait, mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people? This is my first time meeting one in real life. But what's Yuinkui Summit?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
Yeah, what kind of partnership are we talking?
What sort of partnership are we talking about?
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. You previously underwent an implant surgery. After recent adjustments, abnormalities occurred. These abnormalities bear resemblance to the craft practiced by us at Yuinkui Summit. If you are willing, I can teach you how to better control your abilities.
Oh, is this what the new season's gonna be about?
Great, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. Since you're willing to teach us your craft, Shifu, you must want something in return, right?
That's right. Mayflower will have you join me for some investigations. Looking at my divination results, this will be a complicated and very likely dangerous matter. He's still going over the details, but should have more information for you soon. You can wait until then to decide.
Yeah, let's head to Lumina Square. I wasn't expecting that all to go down. And also, after stream, I will be switching to the next one and using it for tomorrow's stream. And then after that, we're gonna switch back to the original that I used for, like, about a month and a half, I believe, before I switched to the other one. And then I kind of just want to gather my final thoughts, and I'm gonna put some polls up for decisions of which model should I use for until mine's ready officially.
Please help me check my fortune. Here's my palm. Look, doesn't this thick wealth line mean I'm about to strike it rich?
I've looked it over, and your fortune is decent.
Huh? You barely looked at it, and you're already done?
You have good fortune. What? You don't believe me?
I do.
I'm still very hesitant about her right now. I want to see her kit when she releases.
Hey, quit cutting in line! So, this is where you were. Who were all these people?
You're here, Belle? I decided to take a break. I didn't expect so many people to come seeking my divination.
But she seems like Fuhua. If you don't know who Fuhua is, she is also a martial artist. And, had training like this for a very long time.
All gone? Good. It seems the banish wealth and desire spell is still effective.
Banish wealth and desire? That's a spell? This isn't the kind of craft you said you were going to teach us, is it? Our video store has a business license, and we'd get complaints if we charged unfair rates.
Of course not. This is just a trick to deal with trouble. I'll take my time showing you the true craft of Yuinkui Summit.
There's probably going to be more in the next update, which will be probably June. Kind of skipping the small text boxes. I don't think that part really matters at all.
Yishun Shifu. The store is right up ahead.
Oh.
Yes, this is the place.
Alright.
Ah, this is the one.
Seems it's closed.
Ow.
Another wasted trip.
Not necessarily. 1 second, please.
Huh? Is there someone inside?
Relax. The boss prefers to do business with people they know. They like their peace and quiet, so they rarely open for customers. I'm an old acquaintance and just wanted to retrieve something.
Interesting.
What a strange private business. Shifu, what exactly are you retrieving?
Just some things needed for our future investigations. You'll know in time.
Really? Shifu, I feel like you're always so mysterious.
Now I'd say old Fuhua, not the recent Fuhua.
So there is no need to rush. Since we've already obtained what we came for, let's part ways here. There will be plenty of time in the future. We will certainly meet again.
Okay, that's strange. We'll meet again, I guess. For the next update, I guess? I don't know. I'm so confused. Yeah, a break is what I need. No, that's it for the story. I do plan on doing the event off stream. So I think that'll be it for today. Wow, what a chapter. Ugh. I can't handle stuff like that. Oh, great. Well, so I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna switch to Evelyn for a while. Oh, no, we aren't done yet. We got the new fight. The new, boss we have to fight. But yes, again, this model is going to be the one I stick with, until my permanent one's done. If this gets the most votes. I was kind of a bit hesitant in, all of it. But at first, honestly, for some streams, it would be fine. I heard it's a new boss. Vivian needs Bringer again. Are you for real? Interesting. Alright. Guess I gotta do this again. So, I won't do it on stream then. I heard that was a new boss. I guess, it wasn't a weekly. Oh, it could be the boss in the, one area. Let me check. If that's the case, I'm not worried about it. Let's see what her part is. They need that. Well, on the bright side, it is doubled. I hope I never have to do that. But we'll get to it another day. I'll do some off-stream too. But, I think that's gonna be it for today. So, I'll do some Hollow Zero stuff tomorrow, but I'm gonna do like the event off stream, and hopefully I can come back and we have Vivian. If not, it's fine. We have time to get her after all, so I'm not too worried about all of that right away. I do hope it is enough. I'll learn more about her through this as well. And we do have more free polls on the way, so I should be guaranteed to get her within this time. But I think that'll be it for today. I'll be using her for a while to roam around. So yeah. Come back tomorrow for more Zenless Zone Zero, where the next model will be ready. And you guys will be taking a vote. Actually, I'll start the vote tomorrow after that stream. I'll put the 4 list in a list. And you guys on YouTube will be voting there. There's also going to be a vote in the Discord. And there's also going to be a separate vote that I wanted to see some friends' opinions on. And all the votes combined will be combined, because I don't think the poll's gonna be that strong. And you guys will vote. Whoever wins will be the model I use until mine's ready, which is gonna be a while. It's gonna be a very long while. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. That was the season 1 epilogue. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I, for one, am excited to see what's next for the story. I am a very big lore person, so I'm very excited for that. Also, when I'll stream, how long I stream has still been up for debate on me for a couple reasons. I would like to do 8-hour streams, but honestly, for certain games, I just don't see a reason to do that. So, I don't know. You guys, vote for that, actually. Do you want to see longer play times? And you guys can, decide on that. I'll also put that up. Or do you want to see shorter form content? Like, the challenge modes and all that stuff. I do have Impact that I have to update. And then I'll get back to you guys on the challenge run, because the other boss I can't really do without a good team, and I don't have a good team for it. So, we'll come back tomorrow for for some Hollow Zero stuff and doing the weekly boss and all that stuff. We're gonna get everything we can for Vivian. We're gonna get everything we can. And I mean everything. Because I do plan on getting her this week, hopefully. Otherwise, next week. And I'll level up the pieces once we get to that. But, I'll get back to you guys on that. Thank you viewers who stopped by today, and YouTube, thank you for watching. Remember, if you want to become a mod, join the Discord and submit an application. I will look at all applications, and I'm more leaning towards more of experience. But if you're inexperienced, do not hesitate to stand up and give it a try. You may like it, because I became an event planner, and honestly, I haven't been able to plan anything recently for that, which means I will have to take a Saturday away. I'm just out of ideas for it, so it's kind of hard. I kind of hit a wall on it due to all the streaming, so it's kind of hard to really, like, get around. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and hope you have a good one. Take care.